Captain America Civil War, that film deserves a standing ovation every time you see it because it is awesome. Now, Winter Soldier is my favorite of the Captain America films, but Civil War is close, and Civil War is extremely impressive because Captain America Civil War is a very difficult film, was a very difficult film to pull off, yet the Russo brothers crushed it. There's just so much here. It's got the epic action, it's got the humor, it's got all the characters, introduces new characters at the same time, introduces important characters, and while all of that, has a really deep and emotional story. Because at the core of this film, you have a disagreement between Iron Man and Captain America, the two leaders. Now, with all the Avengers battles and all that, yada yada, there's been a lot of damage and a lot of people hurt. Though people saved, people hurt too. And certain entities want to put procedures in place that govern the Avengers and certain regulations. And Iron Man agrees with that, Captain America does not. And this film really digs deep into when you have a team and you have people with good intent fighting for the same cause, but despite that, how a disagreement over a core issue and how to get there can really just cause a massive divide and really just cause a lot of problems. And that happens here. People choose sides and it gets ugly. And they bring in a lot of epic MCU characters. I mean, you have Black Widow, you have Wanda, you have Vision, you have Hawkeye, you have Ant-Man, you have Falcon, Winter Soldier, you have War Machine, you have the introduction of Black Panther and Spider-Man into this film, two major players in the MCU, yet they're being introduced to the MCU for the first time as supporting characters. And both Black Panther and Spider-Man were major scene stealers in this film. They had some of my favorite scenes, and yeah, it was awesome. They pulled it off because it's really impressive how you could tell a deep and emotional story while keeping that humor and having just great entertaining action. And the major fight scene between the two parties, Iron Man's team and Captain America's team, was epic. There was a fight at the end with Iron Man versus Captain America and the Winter Soldier, and that was a really good scene. There's just so many great scenes and great action in this film. In addition to disagreements, the film also goes into how secrets can really ruin friendships and cause an even bigger divide. Because, spoiler alert, I don't care, you have the secret of Winter Soldier killing Tony Stark's parents. And Captain America knew about that, never told him, never told Iron Man. And then Iron Man, Tony Stark finds out, and the shit hits the fan even more after that. So here you have a film that brings in a ton of characters from the MCU, allows them all to have their day, has a humor, has a great action, and at the same time is able to tell a very good and emotional, deep story. And the Russo brothers do a great job at that, and they did a great job at that with Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, and I'm glad they're coming back for the next two Avengers films because I think they'll crush it there like they crushed it with Captain America Civil War, which is always worth watching.